fitted you. So hello, I'm Barry, and this is my badge to prove to you that I am your legal guardian for today. So I'm going to be showing you guys around town. We're going to be talking about Irish history, Irish culture, Irish people. We're going to be talking about traditions. We're going to be talking about the IRA, the famine, immigration, buildings, bridges, kings, ancient Ireland, modern Ireland, the economy. We're going to be covering an enormous amount of subject matter. So forgive me if I leave anything out, but we really just don't have time. How's it going? We really just don't have time to cover everything. But I'm going to try and pick out the stuff that hopefully you guys will relate to, and hopefully you guys will find it a little bit more engaging. This history can be boring sometimes, but looking for you guys, Irish history is very miserable and dark. So you'll be thoroughly entertained with the whole story. Now, has anyone been to Ireland before? A few people have, right? So 1, 2, only 2 people. 3. Okay, I can kind of make up the tour. Do you live here? You don't live here, but you've been here before, no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, are you from Mexico City?
Yeah.
Ah, see, I'm good. Very good. I can get the Mexican City vibes off you. So, lots of people from around the world understand that the Irish went through a difficult time in their history, but very, very few people from the international community actually know the detail of what that was. And there's a very specific reason for that, and that's because of colonialization. So we were the first nation to be colonized by the British Empire. So the expansion of the British Empire really begins here in Dublin, right here where we're standing. So what does that mean for the Irish people? Well, if we're colonized by the British Empire, if we're the first nation to be colonized, that means that Ireland is basically the prototype, it's the testing ground. So this means that the British are testing out strategies, they're bringing in different tactics, they're seeing what's going to work on the Irish. And unfortunately, this does spell disaster for the Irish people. Now, the reason most people don't know about Irish history or aren't that kind of well informed on it is because the British were really controlling the narrative about what was happening here in Ireland. So most people have kind of a very watered down and very palatable, very whitewashed version of Irish history. And so today on the tour, I'm going to try and give you guys the perspective of the Irish people. Because when we're studying nations that were colonized, we do get the narrative of the colonizer. They're more powerful, they're more influential, and they're the guys who write the history. So let's look at some examples from across the world. When we look at the United States of America today, how are the Native American community faring in the United States today? Well, I think the last figures I heard was they make up less than 2% of the population. The native indigenous people of those lands make up less than 2% of the population. When we go to South America, we find that people are speaking Spanish and Portuguese. But of course, we know these are not the native languages. These are European languages brought over by European and Spanish colonizers. When you come to Ireland, you'll have noticed, well, at least I hope you've noticed, that I'm speaking to you in English. But the Irish are speaking in English for the same reason, colonialisation. When we look at a place like Australia, for example, how are the Aborigine people faring in Australia today?